because I've been out shopping in ShopRite and I'm like starving, which was really good because towards the end I was adding these, like, those little cream puff things. I didn't know they had ones with chocolate inside. I got one of like every variety, and then on the way out they had this huge lattice like apple pie, which I had already bought 2 things of French vanilla bean ice cream. So I'm like, oh, Jimmy and the boys will like this, so I brought that. So I'm like, I've got to get out of here because I'm like starving now and I'm gonna go home to eat. So, but I'm gonna grab a coffee, and then what am I doing? We're still in the parking lot. I'm gonna turn you around, so I'm not gonna pay attention to you guys. I can't look at the chat. When I go through the drive-thru, I'll look at the chat. But we're gonna go get a coffee because I have to have something, and then I'm gonna go home and eat. And then we're going to, the reason I'm calling is, okay, I had a very eventful day talking to law enforcement and investigators. So it was good. It was really productive. And I then had to put it together a bunch of stuff. And I know some of you have emailed me about helping to put together stuff. And yet, let me just figure out, because I've already put together, this is what I was doing yesterday, like a kind of an introductory package, if you will, on this scam that we're investigating, right? And so I have put a lot of stuff in there, and I keep adding to it. It's a Word document, right? So it has all the links that go to different things, and it's got different pieces of evidence. Again, we have evidence. There was another laugh, at a fake lawsuit, okay, today with my phone calls, but yeah, we actually have real evidence of being harassed, stalked, all of that stuff. But beyond that, there's international wire fraud. We're talking about international wire fraud. I don't know if you guys can even understand that, the scope that this is with this $20,000 on YouTube. If you even understand. Whoa, hold on. My window got frozen or something. That was scary.
Thank you for stopping. What can I get for you?
Yeah. Can I get, do you have the peppermint mocha latte?
We do.
Okay. Can I get just the latte, not with the cream and stuff like that, just the latte?
What size, hon?
Medium?
And that's hot?
Hot, please, yes.
Did you want a regular latte or the signature?
No, just the peppermint mocha. The signature is with the cream and the drizzle, right?
Whipped cream drizzle, yeah.
Yeah, no whipped cream and drizzle.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
$4.21.
All right, thanks. I've never had they have a white chocolate one or something for the holiday. I never had that one. Maybe I should have gotten that one. I don't know. I always choose wrong. Now I sound like my mother. My mother would say, oh, I always choose wrong whenever we go to eat. But anyway, yeah. Do you guys understand when you're running a scam like that? Okay, let me give you a little kickstart. If she was running a scam in her town, okay, if anybody was running a scam in their town, like small town America, and you were just running this scam in small town America, and you're going door to door with a can, and you're saying you have cancer, and you're, collecting, okay, then that's going to be different. But if you are going on the internet saying you have cancer, and you are getting donations from New Zealand and Australia and the UK, and you're crossing, all of that, you're talking about international wire fraud, and you know who gets involved then, right? Yes, okay. So I have 2 FBI agents that I'm speaking with, one from the investigator I was talking to, and one from the law enforcement. So, yeah, let's say it was a good day. And I will say it again. I had some woman email me who said she gave upwards of $800 and wants her money back. And I told her, you need to do that. And she said, do you think she's really going to top that off so that I have to do it right now because I won't get my money back? I said, I really think she's going to do that. So I would go right now, if you want your money back, and request a refund through PayPal. Now, I will tell you that I also was on the phone with PayPal today. And I will tell you, PayPal, number one, says thank you for calling PayPal when they end your call. That's number one. But PayPal itself didn't know. There were certain people at PayPal. The first person I spoke with didn't even know that the Generosity Network was part of PayPal. She thought the Generosity Network was not part of PayPal. It took about 3 times or so before I could get to speak to someone that knew what they were talking about. Finally, I did. And yeah, if someone is looking to get their money back, they need to do it now. And they can file that with PayPal, or they can file it if they paid with a bank card directly with their financial institution. But if you want your money back, time is of the essence. And so I haven't checked my email again, but you know who you are that's emailing me about the $800. Time is of the essence. So you need to really hop on that, okay? Because otherwise you're going to be, your money will probably be in limbo with a bunch of investigators and all of that stuff. And honestly, it's probably already been spent, okay? Tell you the truth. Yeah, it's probably already been spent. So you need to hop on that. That's what I can update you on right now. And what else? What other updates do I have from that? Oh, I did find, as I was going through some of those court papers, there were like things about, like repos and stuff like that, of defaults on car loans, stuff like that. But what I did find was in what we were discussing last night.
Oh my God. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. It was to be $4.21 for tonight.
Okay.
Do you need your receipt?
No, thank you. That's fine.
Even back then, they didn't make the donuts in the stores either.
That's embarrassing.
All right. Thank you.
Have a good night.
You too. Okay, hold on a minute. I'm just going to pull up here for 1 second just so I can get my copy out. Okay, so, and you know the drill, right? We're only going to be able to talk for a little bit because then I'm going to lose service, and then, but I'm going to give you the update for tonight, okay? I'm going to tell you what's going on for tonight. So I started to go through some of these papers, and I'll tell you, you guys, I love the people that want to say whatever about it, but this is a true crime case. I don't know if you know this, and I will tell you that you don't know how many people have contacted me today. That's good. Have contacted me today and said, thank you so much for reading that out, because a lot of them watched the video. If they did, they didn't pause it. They kind of thought they heard what they heard, but they didn't get the whole gist of it. And the other thing is, it's different when someone's reading it out, because I will tell you, okay, and I pay attention. Until Scooter and I went through and read that out, I had kind of skimmed it. But reading it out really made, it made a difference, and I knew this stuff. There were things that I had missed. So the more I see these patterns, and I will find the other stuff about people that left stuff at the store. And there are a lot of people that are contacting me from these Geneva, Definiac, however you say it, groups on Facebook and through the people in Facebook, and have been contacting me, okay? So I'm going to try to get some more stuff, but there are 2 reports. One written by the boyfriend of the woman who she scammed out of the tax return, and one written by the woman that we have to go with. Scooter and I are going to go through this stuff tonight, okay? We're going to try to do it in as entertaining a process as it is, but really, this is a true crime. This is happening before our eyes. You know what my husband said to me today? And I mean, I try to key my husband in. I try to key my kids in on personality types, like narcissists. If you start predicting their patterns, I'm telling you, you will not get fooled by their crap anymore. And you will be able to say the next thing they're going to have is a crisis, and the next thing this is going to be this. And I think, oh my gosh, this is so important. This should be done in the school system. I'm serious. This should be done in the school system. How do you deal with these types, and what are they going to do, and how do you recognize them? What are the red flags? all of that stuff. Oh, look, guys, it's a green light. We're going through a green light. Whee, Scarlett. Okay, crazy woman. Let's go and talk about the personality type. So my husband says to me, wow, when you pointed out the patterns of her behavior, I could really see it. And the more you took another thing she did, like when you went on the dresses, you can see the way she communicates with people is the same way. First, she's all, oh, no problem, I want to help you, okay? And then when they start to need something, she starts to yes them. Oh, yeah, you could come here. Oh, you know what? My kid got hit in the ankle and she's crying. And then it's the same kind of thing. And then it gets nasty, okay? Then it gets nasty at the end, and then you get ghosted, okay? So you get ghosted. Don't contact me anymore. What? Biatch, you got my dresses. I laugh because she says I'm a shrinking violet. She says I'm a shrinking violet. If I would have got that call from the IRS, if I would have got that information when I called the IRS, I wouldn't have texted her. I would have drove over to her business. If she wasn't there, I would have drove over to her house. If she wasn't home, I would have sat in the driveway until she got home. Okay? Shrinking violet, my you-know-what. Okay? That woman, I can't even believe she handled it as, well, because I can't believe it. So the thing is, I want to say with that woman, she has done her taxes for her, for the 3 years? Did that poor woman go and call the IRS and match up the amount that they said she was going to get back? I guarantee you she did not get the amount back. I guarantee you she didn't get the amount back she did in the previous years. If she did any finagling, okay, if it went into her bank account, but did it go into her bank account through the IRS? If it didn't, if it didn't go directly into her bank account from the IRS, you better check it out, ma'am. I'm telling you. Anyway, and anybody else whose taxes she's done that hears this, I wouldn't put her past, putting something over on, like she was saying, boyfriends or whatever the heck she's doing. But it's like a little for me, a little for you. I don't understand how someone like this puts their head down at night and sleeps like a baby, which she probably does. Maybe with sleeping pills or something. I don't know. Anyway, so we've got their two reports. The report in their own words from the woman she took the income tax thing from, and the boyfriend. So we're definitely going to go through those. I'm going to try and go and get that other stuff on the dresses from some other people. I want to go through, some of these other, things that, with this money she got for the McKee family. I want to find out, there's no accounting. Now, the thing is, do you realize she did not make that Gabby Petito donation, she said? What are her people going to say? Her people are going to just let that fly, right? She promised them she was going to make a Gabby Petito foundation donation. Now, I have another question because this is something I'm hearing two different stories about. Did she raise money? Did she raise money? Did she accept PayPal donations for the Gabby Petito Foundation? Because I'm being told by some people, yes, that's why she set up a separate PayPal. And I was under the impression that out of that $27,000 that she made last month on the Gabby Petito Foundation, $27,000 plus, she was giving a donation, which was $500. Other people are telling me no, she solicited funds for the Gabby Petito Foundation, and that $500 is not from her, it's from the people that she solicited. I don't know. I've got to find that out. But now, telling the truth, she said this Christmas fund went through. That money's, guarantee you they're going to hit that goal on that $20,000 if they haven't done it already, because she's got to do it now with the Christmas fund money. Okay. and you'll see it'll total itself out. And she's already raised the Christmas fundraiser to $5,000, and more families, and she's letting it run longer. She's going to say she needs more money. She'll put that right up to $20,000. Okay, and she's gambling away their money at the casino, probably, allegedly, in my opinion. Anyway, I don't know. I really don't know, and I'm really, you know what? Pink Dagger, you sent me a really, and I'm gonna call you out on it, Pink Dagger, because I think it was pretty bad. You sent me an obscenity-laced email saying that, calling me effing this, effing that, I effing used you. Nobody used you. Nobody used you. I wanted to find out how you could say you enjoy cutting it up with a woman that does nothing but cut other people down. What does she cut up? I've never heard her have one bit of good-hearted humor. I've never seen her do anything good-hearted. It's always at somebody else's expense, okay? Anybody can sit up there and take somebody that they don't like and rip them apart. I don't know if you know that, Pink Dagger, but anybody can do that. It doesn't take a special talent to make fun of someone, okay? It doesn't take a special talent. It takes a special talent to refrain from doing that, stick to facts, and be a good person. And you cannot like people, but you don't have to go and ripping them apart, okay? So you enjoy cutting it up with her. You say you had no idea what she did to me. And then you say you were on the truth side and you had no idea, you didn't know anything about this income tax stuff, and you didn't know about this dresses. Well, everybody is saying, how can that be? Because why were you against her then if you didn't know anything about this? What were the reasons that you were against her? I don't know. Okay? But you know what? Nobody used you. I wanted to know, as like I would with anyone. Okay? And you can sit up there, but what you said last night was about the same as saying, well, you know, Adolf Hitler, he can paint really well. So I was, you know, learning some techniques from him. So he's not really that much of a bad guy, and I enjoy hanging out with him sometime. No, it doesn't work that way. If you don't see a problem with that, if you don't see a problem with what she's doing, you're part of the problem. And it's sad but true. And it might be part of the problem because some of the people don't know how to get out of abusive relationships. And you said you didn't understand what I meant by relationship. Relationship is any kind of relationship. Online friendships, whatever it is. No one should be tearing you apart to aggravate you, or because they're angry, go off on a tirade, insulting looks, body, your relationships, your family, your education, all of that, just ripping it apart, and then say, oh, sorry, I didn't mean it. No, they meant it. What they're trying to say is, no, I meant it. I really wanted to get at you. I really, really felt that. But now that you're going to do something for me, and now that you're going to be on my side, I'll tell you that I didn't mean it. And that, you know, I'll be on your side until I flop again. And how anybody can trust someone that does that is beyond me, okay? It is beyond me. But if you go running back to that, if I give you the benefit of the doubt that you didn't see it or whatever, right? That's one thing. But if you come out of that and then you go running back to that, it's all done. It's all done. Don't even speak to me because it's all done. If you go back to that, that's ridiculous. And that's what people are trying to find out. What is it that she's, you know, like drawing you back in? I even think there is blackmail on. Okay, I'm going to make this fast because I'm going to lose